Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm gonna give you my weekly tarot forecast and advice, and I'm gonna use my new tarot deck which I used in my previous video and lots of you actually liked it, so I decided to continue using this deck for quite some time and let's see how it's gonna go. And my weekly tarot forecast and advice is for each zodiac sign, and this advice is for the week starting from March 7th until March 13th. Things you should consider, things you need to pay attention to, overall energy for next week. Let me know how you feel, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order to get those weekly tarot forecasts and advice, and as well as you can get your personalized and customized tarot forecast and advice. So also please follow all the links below and request your personalized tarot reading. Okay, so the first zodiac sign we have is Aries. So what should Aries expect from March 7th until March 13th? For Aries we have Three of Wands. That's how it looks. For you, my dear Aries, this week it is kind of a time that you may experience that everything is paused, everything is slow. It's kind of an ending for something, whatever you've been experiencing at this time or for a long period of time. And this is the time when you look and actually explore and you look what you have around you. You need to stop, you need to observe these things. It's kind of ending stage in your life, maybe in your job, maybe moving from one job to another job, maybe starting new relationships. It can be moving from one place to another place or getting back to your place. So it's kind of when things are getting changed. So it's time for something to end, and it's time for things to move in a completely different direction. So this week for you, my dear Aries, it's time for something new, but at the same time you finish something during this week and you start something during this week. That's why he is looking and he is observing and he is looking at what he has done. So my dear Aries, analyze everything, like analyze your lessons, what you've learned from certain situations, what you gain from all those situations, lessons, skills, just to analyze what you have done. And it's time to finish and wrap it up properly and move to something new, to a new stage in your life. So this is kind of the line this week between your past and between your future. Even you're in the present, but you need to end something and you need to build your future. So this week it is like getting rid of the past things, or getting rid of some events and starting something new, but not starting yet. So you know what I mean? Like you are in between. You need to wrap this up and you need to think about the future. So lots of thinking this week, lots of analyzing, lots of observations, wrapping things up. You need to put lots of thoughts and analysis into your activities, in whatever you have done, whatever has been happening in your life. So you just need to think about what's my future is gonna look like. What am I gonna do in the future? Because it looks like it's been something recently for you and you need to change it, and you need to change the way your future is gonna look like. You need to adapt to certain circumstances you may experience this week as being very slow in all spheres of your life, but overall it is good for you actually to take it easy and think about whatever is happening in your life and what you are going to do in the future. What are your goals? What are your plans? Setting up some plans, and what do you want from this life? Where are you going? You are right now exploring all those grounds, exploring all those rivers. You are looking at them, you're looking at all those opportunities in your life and all those prospects in your life, but you just need to choose where you are going, like to which land are you going. Are you going to stay by the river? Are you moving forward to the mountains, or like are you going somewhere to the field here? So you need to identify what is my path, in which way, in which direction should I go. So explore, analyze, do not rush things up, take it easy, even if it's gonna feel like it is slow times this week. You need this time. You need to strategically analyze and think about everything. You have lots of things to take care of, and I want you to make this the right decision. I want you to choose the right place to go, the right direction to go for your future. So take it easy, take it step by step, my dear Aries. And it's totally okay if you feel this week is gonna be like a pause, like a slow times. That's totally normal, and do not panic about that. So that's why when you think about your goals, your future perspective, future plans, also try to analyze all your resources, all your skills, what you currently have, what you currently lack, how you can gain it if you want, how you can change things. Why do you choose this path? Because of what? Maybe you want to go to the mountains because your partner is moving there, but you don't want to go there, and your decision is based on them. So you need to analyze all of this. Why am I doing this? Why I'm going there? So ask yourself all those questions and clearly state all your future, how your future is going to look like, and what do you want from your future, not from someone else. Okay. Next one we have Taurus. So what should Taurus expect? For Taurus, we have King of Pentacles. I'm trying to move this card so you can see all the sparkles and gold color. So King of Pentacles. So first of all, again, when it comes to the Pentacles, all Pentacles are related to finances, are related to money, are related to career, your job, whatever you are doing in your life in terms of the money, finances, and career. And when it comes to the King of Pentacles, he is very hardworking person. So this week, my dear Taurus, you will have to focus on your work. You will have to put a lot of effort into your work. So this is not an easy week. You do need to work. You do need to put a lot of efforts into your work, into your finances, the way you use your finances, the way you use all your resources. So he is very confident in whatever he is doing, and he is working a lot. It's not like things gonna come to you just sitting and doing nothing. No, you still need to be very persuasive this week. If you want to get something, I don't know, if you've been looking for a job for quite some time, and if you want to get this job, you need to be very persuasive when it comes to, let's say, to interview. You need to know your worth. You need to know your value when it comes to job offer. How much money do you want to make? What is your offer? What is your salary expectation? So you should clearly know that. You should clearly identify, I want this is my goal, this is my salary expectations, that's what I'm getting. So you should be very persuasive, and you should be very decisive in whatever you're doing, and very confident in whatever you're doing when it comes to work and when it comes to finances during this week. Also, what's gonna help you this week to deal with lots of issues if they come up with some problems is that you have to think outside of the box. You need to come up with analytics, with strategies. So do not listen to your intuition only, even if you know that you have a good intuition. When we are under the stress, when we are experiencing some problems, our intuition can be our fears, and because we're afraid of something, we say, oh, this is my intuition, I'm not gonna do that. So try to avoid, when it comes to stressful events, situations, problems, issues, try this week to think in analytic way. Try to strategize, try to use your logic. Do not really use your intuition. Come up with strategies, come up with the exact plan. This is what I'm doing, those are steps, all the steps I'm gonna take. This is plan A, plan B if something goes wrong. So you are aware of everything, and be more critical, have like user critical thinking during this week. Think really outside of the box. So as you can see, this week for you, my dear Taurus, it is very active week. So do not sit in one place and just hoping that this coin is gonna come to you. This coin is not gonna come to you just like as a present or the gift or something. You do need to work, you do need to go and do the stuff. You need to be, as I've said a lot of times, be very confident, think analytically, use your critical thinking when it comes to difficult situations. But overall, this week it is a good week. If you do all of this, if you follow all the structure and you follow all my advice, it's a good week for work. It is a good week for finances. You can actually generate more. You can have some new deals, some money can come to you, and you will have maybe some job opportunities if you have been struggling to find any job for a while. This week some opportunities may come to you, but they're not gonna come just because you didn't do nothing. I've said it multiple times before that you still need to put a lot of effort and you still need to work towards that. But overall, it's a good week for that. The overall energy is good for that during this week. So that's why analyze your finances, analyze your budget. Do you have money? Do you have all the resources? Are you lacking something, or you want to earn more? Maybe you don't have money and struggling right now. How you can solve this problem? Just try to think about your finances, try to think about your budget. Are there anything that you should be worried about? Are there any concerns in terms of your financial situation? Are there any things that you need to take care of? So please look into that during this week, my dear Taurus. Okay, next one we have Gemini. So what should Gemini expect from the week of March 7th to 13th? For Gemini, we have 7 Wands. Look at the card here. And when it comes to the 7 Wands, you can see in the card, first of all, this week is, it's not an easy week. You can see that the person is doing something, working towards something, like taking out of the ground all those 7 Wands. So, and it is about solo work. There is nobody else except you. So this week you may experience that you have to deal with everything by yourself. There is like nobody by your side who can help you to solve all those wands and take all those wands from the ground. You have to deal with them by yourself. You don't have any people when it comes to work, maybe when it comes to a career, right? You are responsible for everything, and because you are doing everything by yourself, you may experience that you are alone. There is nobody who can help you, there is nobody who can support you in what you are doing. So like a bit of feeling of loneliness and a feeling of frustration, maybe even, that you are handling everything by yourself. Where is everyone? Where are all people who can help you with that, especially when it comes to work? Because it looks like it's just like everyone just put all on you and just disappeared. Like handle. You can handle, do everything by yourself. So that's why during this week, my dear Gemini, you may experience that you are also the one against everyone, against other people, and it's just only you, and that other people, they don't understand you, other people, they do not support you. It's just fight between you alone and a group of other people. There is like nobody who is on your side, and you have to deal with that by yourself. So that's why during this week you may have some discussions and some talks and communication with other people with whom you do not share the same interests, the same ideas, the same values, the same points of views, and it's okay. You continue doing what you've been doing, staying true to yourself first of all, and do not give up. Even this week it may look like a lot, and that you are the only one who is dealing with everything, but you can deal with everything. You have enough strength, you can do that. Even this week it is gonna be a challenging week. It's not an easy week to handle, but I believe that you can do that. And when it comes to 7 Wands, it is usually, if you are focused on that, if you do that, you can deal with that. You can deal with all the difficulties which you are experiencing right now. So that's why do not be afraid of those collapse with some people, and do not get things worse if people do not share the same values, thoughts, ideas with you. It's totally fine, it's okay. Listen to them, understand them, but just do not try to argue with them. Do not try to spread this negative energy in the world and among other people. It's already enough we are the humanity dealing with right now. So try to avoid sharing negative emotions to the people. Try to avoid being aggressive towards other people because they have different points of views and different ideas. If you see that, it's just better like, okay, I got your idea, I got your point of view, mine is different, and it's okay, let's move forward, right? So do not answer to this aggression. Do not get too involved into the conflicts with other people. Yes, it just like it's gonna be a bit like you will experience tension with other people, like in terms of the communication with other people this week. But just remember, do not spread this aggression. Do not spread this negative energy. As I've said, it's already enough for everyone to handle right now, okay? Next one we have Cancer. So what should Cancer expect? For Cancer we have 2 of Pentacles. Let's have a look. That's how it looks. So when it comes to the 2 of Pentacles, you can see 2 coins here, and this week, my dear Cancer, you will have to choose between this and this. So like you are choosing, you are weighing things like, should I go with option A or should I go with option B? And this choice is not like what you currently have. Something new can come. Even right now you cannot think of anything. Even right now you do not feel like you have to make a decision and a choice. Something's gonna come up next week, and like you will have to choose between what you already have maybe and another option. Maybe like you've been working on your job and suddenly a new job offer comes, and now you're like thinking, should I quit my job or should I accept a new job offer? So like this week overall for you, my dear Cancer, it is about making decisions and it is about making choices. The key idea here is that you this choice is easier than you think, and I want you to remember that, because you may overcomplicate things. You may overcomplicate this decision. You may take it too serious, but the actual decision and choice, it is way easier. It's just like in front of you than you think. So do not overcomplicate things. Take it easy and just think about this decision and just like something easy. Do not stress about it. This decision and this choice doesn't worse your energy, doesn't worse your mental and physical health. Please do not over panic, do not overreact when it comes to making some decisions and choices. This week, just like when it comes to choices and decisions, just make them. Do not overcomplicate them. Because you can, like, even when it comes, I don't know, you go to the restaurant and you don't know what to order, and you're stuck and you don't know which food you want and you're stressing out about that. Please do not spend and waste your energy on that. There's just like no point in that. So that's why, my dear Cancer, yes, you will have to make a decision, and this decision is on you only. Nobody can make it for you, and you are responsible for it. So do not ask other people what they think. Do not ask other people to make this decision for you. It's only about you, between yourself. That's it. Like, only you can decide it, and only you should decide it. But take it easy and do not overcomplicate it. Things are way easier than you think. And as I've said, something is gonna come up during this week. You may not have it right now at this present time. It's just like something that suddenly comes, like you didn't expect it, and something come up to you. So that's why being more spontaneous as well, my dear Cancer. Be more spontaneous when it comes to making decisions and making choices. Do not, again, overcomplicate things. Just like act spontaneously, and that's it. You don't have to plan right now. You don't have to think about it. Do not overthink, do not overcomplicate things. Just like go with the flow, how you feel, and spontaneously make all those choices and decisions. Okay? Next one, we have Leo. So what should Leo expect? For Leo, we have Four of Cups. That's how it looks. And when you see and when you look at the card, you can see that person is he's sitting here with closed eyes, and so this week, my dear Leo, you may feel a bit depressed and anxious about whatever is happening in your life. You don't see the solution to the problem. You don't see a way out of the problem. You do not know how to solve it. You don't know what to do. You just like, you're sitting, meditating, taking care of yourself. So you should do that during this week when you experience stress, especially go meditate. But the idea here is that when you look at the card, you can see the cup here, and you don't see it. The problem is that you do not see the solution. You do not see the way how things can be solved. You do not see some opportunities. You do not see the way out, but it's just in front of you. It's just like, just look around, just open your eyes, because you see it with the closed eyes, and you do not pay attention to the things which are just in front of you. All the answers are closer than you think. It looks like you may look too deep, maybe inside of you, maybe you look too far, and you think that, oh, the answer cannot be that easy. Things it cannot be that easy. It cannot be like this. This is, if it's not that easy, something wrong with that. Like, it's just like there is something, but it is easier. It's like all the opportunities, all the people. Maybe you've been struggling to find a person who can help you with, let's say, with website design. And you have your friend who is a designer and he does landing pages, and you never asked him for help. Like, what? And now you're stressed about it. So like, just like kind of a simple example, but it's like solution to the problem, to whatever you're experiencing right now. It is easier and it's closer than you think. You have maybe some certain expectations inside of you that no, it cannot be like that, or maybe you sit and panic, or maybe you sit and stress about and feeling anxious about whatever is happening. But look closer, like this cup, it is like it's just in front of you. It is given to you by angels, by the spirit, by the God, whatever you believe in. Like universe is helping you. They are helping you, and they have something for you what can solve your problem, what can help you in your life, what can make your life better, what can help you to get out of this depression and anxious state. But you don't see it. Please look around and open your eyes. Please, if you start saying, I don't know, I don't have a job, I don't have any job offers, but somebody invited you to the interview a week ago, and you like, this is not a good workplace for me. But why you are saying something right now? If you don't have a job, just go and do whatever you have available. Somebody invited you to the interview. Why are you choosing right now? You don't have money for living. This is not a time to choose. You were given an opportunity. Go and give it a try. So please, my dear Leo, look around and look at the things which are already in front of you. You have all the answers in front of you. You have all the way how you can solve the problems and deal with everything. It's just closer than you think. You overcomplicate things. You are too deep inside of you. You are maybe too depressed and too anxious, and just like you don't see the light, you don't see something good which is given to you. You don't see it. You don't see anything good right now, but there is, and the God, the spirit, the universe, the angels, however you want to call it, are helping you, and they have something for you. The rescue pack, I would say. They can rescue you from this mode, from this state. So please, my dear Leo, look around and look for all the opportunities. Do not decline all those opportunities. Do not decline all those chances, because it looks like you are missing something. You are like too deep inside of you that you missed something important, and I don't want you to miss something important. So that's why during this week, my dear Leo, pay attention to the things around you. Pay attention to what kind of people you meet. Pay attention, maybe you can build the connection later on. Pay attention to some opportunities which are gonna be given to you, some resources, some, I don't know, some things in your life. So just be more aware of what is around you and whatever is given to you during this week, my dear Leo. Okay, next one we have Virgo. So what should Virgo expect from March 7th to March 13th? For Virgo, we have King of Cups. That's how he looks. See that? And when it comes to the King of Cups, first of all cups, they are about emotions, about feelings. And first of all, for you, my dear Virgo, this week you need to work on yourself, on your emotions, your feelings, how you share with the people, how you behave, your behavior traits, your character. So the primary focus, I would say, for this week, my dear Virgo, is that work on yourself, work on your behavior traits. Observe yourself. How do you behave with other people? How do you position yourself when you communicate with other people? Because when we look at the king, he is very confident in himself. And sometimes he is very selfish. Sometimes he doesn't think about anybody. He only cares about himself only. But for you, my dear Virgo, this is a sign that you need to take care of other people. You need to be less selfish and less egocentric that you may be right now. So look at that, observe how you communicate, observe how you treat other people, close people, or especially people you just met. Maybe you are positioning yourself too high and you look from the high towards other people. So the overall week, it is the primary focus, I would say, work on yourself, on your personal growth, personal development, especially when it comes to the behavior traits and when it comes to your character. Another thing is that he is very creative and he has a great fantasy. He can think, he can come up with some ideas, with some projects. So this week it is good overall to generate some ideas, be very creative, do take some art classes, express yourself. So I want you to express yourself, but again, remember, if you want to express yourself, do not express like I'm the king, I'm the queen, I'm expressing myself, I'm the best at everything. So again, by expressing yourself, you can see how you behave and communicate with other people. Maybe you're gonna do something, you're gonna take a drawing class and you're gonna say, my piece of art is the best, I am the best, everyone is nothing, I'm the best. So try to observe that, try to avoid that, try to see how you position yourself, as I've said multiple times. And do not ignore other people. You, again, it looks like you've been too focused on yourself only, and this week it is better to listen to other people. You know, when like people come to the king, they express their concerns, they express their problems. So listen to other people, do not ignore them, try to listen and maybe ask even how you can help, what you can do for people, not only for yourself but what you can do for others. And maybe if you cannot do, ask yourself why am I struggling doing something for other people, why I cannot do that, how do I feel, like what is the problem. So it's a lot of self-analysis and lots of work on yourself during this week, my dear Virgo. And also when it comes to your achievements, just ask yourself, when was the last time you were proud of yourself for all the achievements? When was the last time you said something nice to yourself, you treated yourself properly? Just also focus on that. Just observe how you feel. Maybe you are the opposite. Maybe you actually lack of this confidence. Maybe you actually think about others too much and you do not take care of yourself and do not position yourself properly, and you think I am no one, I haven't done anything in this life. So I'm 100% sure there are lots of things that you can be proud of in your life, and I want you to find that during this week, my dear Virgo. Okay, next one we have Libra. So what should Libra expect? For Libra, we have King of Pentacles. Here is for Libra. And when it comes to the King of Pentacles, overall, all Pentacles are related to finances, are related to money, to your work. And for the Queen of Pentacles, he is not like a kind of a person that he sits and things come to him in his life. It's not like you can sit and do nothing and this money and this coin, something, the present or the gift, gonna come to your life during this week. No, he is a very hard-working person. He works a lot towards achieving all those things in his life. He works a lot towards getting this coin in his life. So this week, you do need to be very active. You do need to focus on your work. You do need to be very decisive. You don't need to be very persuasive. You really need to know your worth. You really need to know your value. Let's say you are undergoing through the interview process and they asked you your salary expectations, and you should clearly say, this is what I expect, this is what I want, this is the money I want to get, and etc. So you should clearly know that. It's not like, I don't know what you can offer. No. This week, my dear Libra, you need to be very confident in yourself. You need to show that to other people as well. And you need to have this feeling inside of you. So be very confident, be very decisive when it comes to making some decisions during this week. And you have to think outside of the box during this week. You need to be more analytic, you need to be more strategic, you need to use your logic. So try to avoid using your intuition, even if you know you have a great intuition. But when it comes to the stressful events, when it comes to some problems, to some events, we are not capable of listening to our intuition. Not everyone can do that because we have certain fears, we experience stress, and when we think about intuition, it's not really our intuition, it is our fears. And I want you to avoid making mistakes. And how you can avoid making mistakes during this week is by thinking about everything in a strategic way, coming up with the logic, coming up with the exact steps. This is what I'm gonna do. This is step 1, 2, 3. This is plan A. This is plan B if something goes wrong. So my dear Libra, I want you to be more analytic. I want you to think outside of the box. You need to work hard during this week, but you can achieve lots of things during this week. But how you can achieve lots of things? By being active, by being very confident in whatever you're doing, by putting lots of effort and lots of energy into your work and into your finances. Also think about budgeting and overall think this week about your financial state. Are there any things you need to take care of? Is there something you should think about and pay attention to? How's your financial situation is doing? Is there something you need to budget? Is there something you need to take care of? Maybe you need to limit your expenses. Maybe you don't have money right now and you need to find a new job. Maybe you need to secure your finances. So analyze whatever is happening to your finances, to your money during this week. This is also important to do for you, my dear Libra. When it comes to the kings, all kings, they have this problem that sometimes they are very stubborn. So my dear Libras, this week pay attention to that, especially when it comes to negotiations, working with people, when it comes to communicating with people. Just look at yourself. Maybe you are too stubborn. Maybe you need to be more flexible when it comes to making some decisions and choices, especially related to your career, related to your work, related to your finances. Listen to others. Do not be so stubborn, okay? That's kind of some of my advice and forecast for Libras for the upcoming week. So next one we have Scorpio. So what should Scorpio expect? For Scorpio we have 9 cups. That's how it looks. And when it comes to 9 cups, you can look at him. He is pretty satisfied with whatever is around him, with all the cups he has. And when it comes to the cups, all the cups, they are about emotional well-being. And it looks like next week it's gonna be better for you. It's overall things are getting better for Scorpio next week, and your emotional, your mental state, they're both getting better, and you feel pretty satisfied with whatever is around you. And this week for Scorpio, it is a good week to get some results, get some things, some achievements. So if you've been thinking about and working towards something for quite some time, this week it is a good week for you to get that. It's a good week to actually get this result, like maybe finish your project, maybe you've been working towards something for a long period of time and you are getting all of it back. So like something like certain, you're gonna get certain results, like something is gonna end, or maybe it's already ended some time ago, and now, only now, maybe it was like 2 months ago, and now you are getting it. This week it is, when you look also at the card, it's about you only. There are no other people here, and whatever you're gonna get this week, it is about yourself. It is more about individual approach. It is more about dealing everything by yourself. It is more about getting this success and getting these results by yourself only. Like nobody who is involved into that, and it's just like it's given to you only, and it's only you who experience that during this week. And because you are alone, maybe it is time to ask yourself, why am I alone? Why am I getting this? Why it's only me who is getting this? Why it's only me who is getting some results and who is getting some success? It's time to analyze all your activities. It's time to analyze how you position yourself to other people. Maybe you've been showing yourself off too much, because when you look at him, he is so confident. He is not sometimes, and you do need to pay attention how you behave towards other people. Maybe you think about yourself too much. Maybe you are doing something which is not that really important to you, but for some reasons you're doing that because maybe you want to look good in front of others, maybe because you worry and it's important for you to know what other people are gonna think about you and all your actions, just because you want to show off. So it's just like, I would say, look at that, look at how you behave, and do you do that with your true intention? If you do something, why you do that? Why do you want to do that right now? Certain activities, let's say maybe you're posting something to social media and this is not about you. Like you want to do that because you pretend to be someone that you are really not. I hope you got what I'm saying. Like, are you pretending to be someone else? Is it about you or not? And when you post, let's say, as an example about social media, if you post something to the social media, is it about you? Is it your true self? Is it you? And are you showing yourself? Is it about you, or is it about someone else? Are you doing that because you want to do something and show something to the people, or you do something because you just want to do that? This is just you, right? So try to look into that. So try to see how you behave, how you act, but overall, it is a good week to get something, to get certain results, as I've said. Maybe it's gonna happen within this week, but it's also about things you did, I don't know, half a year ago, and suddenly this week something's gonna pay off. But overall, it's kind of a lucky and a good week for you, my dear Scorpio. And if you plan something, if you do something, just remember that overall it is a good week for you. You just need to pay attention and ask yourself why first of all you are alone, and ask yourself about your true self. Is it me, or I'm pretending to be someone I'm not? So also ask yourself those questions. Next one, we have Sagittarius. So what should Sagittarius expect? For Sagittarius, we have Page of Wands. Let me show you how it looks. So when it comes to the Page of Wands, he is first of all a great person to work with, and so you are a good person to work with, and you should try to be like that during this week. You should be very honest. You should be honest with the people you work with. You should be honest with yourself about everything you do in your life. People at work, they can trust you, and you are very reliable, and you are loyal in whatever you're doing. So lots of people see you that way, but I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to focus on all those things during this week. Are you honest? Are you loyal? Can people rely on you or not? How do you behave? How do you communicate and work with other people? And the problem with the Page of Wands that sometimes he has this ideal picture of life in his head, and I want you to look into that as well. Do you have some like kind of ideal picture for your life? Do you idealize other people? Do you try to avoid seeing the real things in this world? Are you trying to avoid getting into the conflicts and seeing negative things which are happening right now in the world? So I want you to look into that, because it looks like sometimes for you, my dear Sagittarius, you are just like you have this ideal picture, and when it comes to ideal picture, when it comes to the high expectation, when something goes wrong, when the world goes wrong, you are not sort of prepared. You do not believe lots of things. You do not believe that something bad is going to happen and some consequences are going to come. You just like have this ideal picture, and you are not really connected with this reality. So I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to be more connected with the reality. Please take off your pink glasses, how you look at this world. Open your eyes, please. Do not avoid certain things. You need to open your eyes and look widely with whatever is happening in the world and whatever is happening in your life, because you are trying to avoid that. You are trying to avoid seeing the real picture. You avoid having this connection with the reality, and your problem can be that you are not too connected with the reality, and you're trying to get rid of the things which are happening in your life and in the world right now. So please do not be naive. That can be a problem. And be honest, as I've said before. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with whatever is happening around you. Be honest with other people. Do not lie. Just say what you want to say. I mean, it's all depend on the way and how we say things to other people. We can say them in completely negative way, but you can also say them in a nice and a healthy, non-toxic, non-abusive way. Please also pay attention to that. And also, again, going back to all this perfect and ideal things in your life, ask yourself why you have them, and do you have them in your life? Do you have this ideal picture in your life? Are you connected with the reality? Are you willing to see the real things which are happening in your life, in the world right now, or not? And maybe all those ideal pictures, ideal things, you cannot live with them. They are stopping you from living your full life. They are limiting you. They're kind of blocks in your life. So I want you to look into that. I know it's kind of a lot, but just it is important for you during this week to analyze that and look into that in more details. Okay, next one we have Capricorn. What should Capricorn expect? For Capricorn, we have the moon, the major arcana number 18. That's how it looks. That is actually a beautiful card if you look at it. And even the card looks beautiful, but the week is not that beautiful and nice. The primary thing I would say to you is to focus on your fears. Because when it comes to the moon, it looks like you do have some fears inside of you, and you need to work towards those fears. You need to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What bothers me right now? What scares me right now? And you need to really pay attention to all those things during this week. You need to analyze. You need to think how you can work on all those fears. Another thing is that during this week, some people may trick you, and I want you to be very careful with that. There are lots of dishonest people around you. Some people want to trick you. Some people are gonna lie to you during this week. So be very careful with your environment. Just do not get involved into some certain things that based on, they're like fraud, for example. It can be during this week. So just be more aware of whatever is happening. Just be more conscious in, I don't know, if somebody calls you and you can clearly say, is it a true person or is it like a money fraud right now on the phone? So just be more cautious towards people and the environment. With whom are you talking? With whom you're communicating? Is it trying to trick you or not? So like, analyze, just be more aware of the things in your life during this week. Another scenario can be is that you are gonna be a person who is lying to other people and trying to trick other people. So please avoid that. Please don't do that. I highly encourage you to be honest with other people. I truly encourage you to avoid lying to other people. Please don't do that, especially this is major arcana. If you do that, other people are gonna do that to you in return. And it also come to the fears. If you are afraid of something, the more you're afraid, the more of those things are gonna come to you. This is for the energy number 18. So you do need to focus on those fears, and you do need to try to avoid tricking and lying to other people. Please don't do that. Just remember that all those things, they're gonna come back to you. The more you're afraid of something, the more of the negative energy you put out, the more of it you are gonna get it during this week. Okay, and you may feel, because the moon, it's dark, right? You may feel a bit lost because you just don't see the things. You don't have the clear picture. Whatever is happening in your life right now, you don't know how to act. It's dark. We cannot act properly when we do not see the whole picture in a dark mode, right? So you may experience that during this week, just feeling a bit lost, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to act. Try to breathe in, breathe out, take it slowly, take it easy. Do not over panic. Stay where you are in terms of your mental health. Do meditation, they can help you. Just try to avoid having lots of stress, because it already looks like a lot for you, and it is a challenging week. Lots of things to take care of, lots of things and behavior traits to work on, especially when it comes to fears. It is a lot. And again, analyze your environment, analyze the people around you. Can you trust them, or they can trust you, right? So it is not an easy week. Just try to learn how to navigate in the dark, in the nighttime, right? Like be like a cat, you know. Cats, they can see very well at nighttime. They see everything at nighttime, and I want you to learn that as well. Even you have all those fears, even you have this unstable mental and emotional health right now, I want you to learn, and I want you to adapt to certain circumstances in your life, and just like go navigate. Like stop being in this darkness, stop being the victim, stop being so negative, and I want you to go and start navigating in these dark times. Okay, next one we have Aquarius. So what should Aquarius expect? For Aquarius, we have Two of Pentacles. Here it is. And when it comes to the Two of Pentacles, it is about choice. It is about making decisions. And it's not like you already have this on your plate. It's something new is gonna come up. Some new decisions, some new choices, some new opportunities is gonna come, and you have to make this choice, and you have to make this decision. And the key idea here that you can overcomplicate things. Whatever is gonna come up during this week, you may over panic, you may overcomplicate, you may over stress. The decision itself, it's easier than you think. The choice, it's easier than you think. So please, my dear Aquarius, during this week, do not overcomplicate things. Take it easy. And this decision is on you. Nobody else can make this decision for you. It is about you and you, and you have to deal with that. But I just want you to be less stressful about this decision. Do not overcomplicate that. And as I've said earlier, it's something that's gonna come up to you. I don't know, you have your job and suddenly another opportunity comes, and now you can choose what to pick there, this, or you go to a restaurant and you can pick a food, like something very simple even, but you're just so stressing about making this choice and so stressing about making this decision. So do not be afraid, do not overcomplicate it, do not think too much, or do not waste your energy on this. And I want you to remember that, my dear Aquarius. Take it easy. Wait everything. Like if you do need to make this choice and decision, if you cannot do that, I don't know, try to think about why the decision, you should choose decision and make choice number 1, all the points. Decision and choice number 2, all the points, all the negative and positive stuff. So try, maybe write them down, try to sort things out. This is my positive things for choice number A, this is positive things for choice number B, this is negative things for both, and now based on this you're making the decision. If you cannot do that, but overall you shouldn't have any need for doing that. Like your decision and choice is, again, it's simple. Do not overcomplicate, but if you need, try to write it down, try to see all the pros and cons. Okay, next one and the last one, we have Pisces. So what should Pisces expect? For Pisces, we have Two of Wands. Let's have a look here. And when it comes to the Two of Wands, they are about something new. When you're looking somewhere, you're observing what is there, I want to see what is there. So you're looking for some opportunities, you are looking something what you already have, or what you maybe some opportunities will come to, some new plans. And this week it is actually about looking from above and observing, like seeing, like, oh, what is there, like this week it is about observing all the chances and all opportunities. It is about learning and researching. It's not time yet to act and accept all those opportunities. It's time to analyze, it's time to observe, and it's time to think properly. Should I don't know, choose this or this? Should I go here or here? So what is there, you, by being and standing from the top, you can see the whole picture. And this week you need to see the whole picture, you need to observe these things. It looks like you've been missing that before, but this week I want you to focus on actually seeing the whole picture, seeing everything what's happening around you, seeing everything when it comes to all spheres in your life, relationships, career, health, and etc. Right? So be more like as an observer this week. Do research, analyze everything what's around you. And this week, as I've said, it is more about thinking. So do not act yet. I don't know if you got an offer, if you got a job offer, or you got invited to participate in some kind of project. Just ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Should I do that or not? Just like, do not try to rush your decisions. This week, it is not about rush decisions. This week is not about rushing things up. If you can postpone making the decisions until next week, I would advise you doing that, because this week it's not the best week for actually making the decisions and making choices when it comes to opportunities and projects. I want you to be fully involved into the subject. I want you to fully study the subject. If you get this opportunity, if you get this job offer, I want you to analyze it. Like, I want you to see it. Is it worth it? Should I actually take it? Is it worth my time, my energy? Is it a good salary range? Or I have to move to another city? Like, is it, like, does it worth it or not? So please analyze it, observe more. Again, this week it's not about actions, it's not about accepting all those opportunities. It is more about analyzing and seeing them and being able to see a broader picture, because it looks like you've been missing something, and I want you to see a broader picture. You saw like one thing, I want you to see 10 different things about this job, about this project, about these opportunities, about all spheres in your life. Okay, and you need to climb higher to be able to see the whole picture. It means that you have to take some maybe extra steps to see the whole picture. You need to be one step towards in order to see the whole picture, right? So please, my dear Pisces, do not rush things. I encourage you, if you can avoid making important choices and decisions this week and signing some documents, please do. Postpone them, because I want you to be more analytic this week. I want you to be as an observer. I want you to see everything, so you do not regret about your choice, you do not regret about your decision, you do not regret about accepting this job offer, you do not regret about getting into this project. So just be put more thoughts into whatever you are doing, okay, and whatever is going to come up to you within this week, right? So, but overall, that was it for all zodiac signs for the week starting from March 7th until March 13th. I wish you a good week, no matter what, to deal with everything, with all the stress, with all the stressful events, which many people are experiencing right now. And if you have any questions, any comments, please free to write them below in the comment section. I'm always here to answer. I'm always here to give you my support. And if you need any customized, personalized tarot readings, also please follow all the links below. And thank you again, everyone, for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.